Hi and welcome back to KR Stock Portfolio. In this video I just want to talk through why I use Yahoo Finance to track my stock portfolios. So you can see here I'm in the Yahoo Finance mobile phone app, and I actually think this is a really powerful mobile app, and it's also free of charge, which is great. When I started my stock portfolios in Revolut and Trading 212, I was hoping I'd be able to sufficiently analyse my portfolios within the apps, but it turns out it's very difficult, and obviously you can't consolidate. So if you've got portfolios in different places like I have, it's very hard to consolidate them. So I looked around and tried to find a suitable solution to this, and to be honest, I don't think there really is one that's free of charge. Yahoo Finance is the best thing that I've found, and I think it's good enough for what I need. So as you can see at the moment, the total holdings of my portfolios are around $11,500. So I've got almost $4,000 in the Revolut portfolio and just over $7,500 in the Trading 212 portfolio. And what I really use Yahoo Finance for is just to get a good feel of how the day's trading's going, so I can see at a very high level the day's movement. So you can see today overall I've lost around $23, which is just minus 0.2%. And I can see in terms of my total gain, I'm still up around 19.45%, just under $2,000. So what I like to do is just have a look. If I just pull that down, so Yahoo Finance calls things lists. So basically it's dead easy to set up the list. You can either do it manually, or you can also import a spreadsheet upload as well. So you can see here my Revolut app, it's down 1.14% on the day, and I can quickly scroll down and see who the key gainers and laggards are. So today it's been a terrible day for IBM following yesterday's earnings report, down almost 10%, as is Intel. Enterprise Product Partners is also struggling. Who's having a good day? Well, looks like Home Depot's up 1.5%, Johnson & Johnson. So this is great just to scroll through and have a look at what's going on. The other thing I love is pre-market and post-market movements are shown. So if I was to open up this app sort of an hour or two before the market's open, I could go through and you'd get an indication of what was expected, which is really powerful. And you don't really get that within Revolut or Trading 212. So just have a quick rundown. Kodiak Sciences is up almost 2%. Palantir's up 9.3% today, which is really good. The other thing I like, so that's a quick view, but you can also view details, and you get a really powerful and detailed view. If I just scroll along, so you can see the current price per stock, how many shares I own. What I like about this is if we go to day's gain, if I just tap on day's gain, it sorts it lowest to highest. I'll tap it again, so you can see I'm $43.50 up on Palantir, whereas I've lost about $12 on Organovo. So that's really powerful, and there's a whole host of information. So I can see total gain, again that's completely sortable. So you can see I've earned almost $370 on Palantir, whereas I'm slightly down on Iovance. So yeah, that's really powerful. If we just go back, what I also love about this is I like these market indicators at the top, so you can see at a high level S&P 500 slightly down on the day, as are the Dow and Nasdaq. If I scroll along, we've got crude oil, gold, silver, got 10-year bonds, some currencies, also the FTSE 100, which I really like. And I think you've got free rein to kind of choose what you want to see there as well, if you set it up. Other things I really like, you can have a watch list. So at the moment I've just got Tesla in there, but you can put as many as you want in there. I've also got some sort of filtered news stories based on your stocks. So you can see Intel's heavily featured because of earnings. And the other thing I love, so if we just say, right, I want to have a detailed look at a stock, if we just click on a stock, we've got some really powerful stuff in the Yahoo app. So you've got a summary of the price. It even tells you 12 days until earnings call, which I think is really, really powerful. Key stats, which includes things like dividend, yield, price to earnings ratio. There's a whole host of stuff in here. There is some premium stuff that you can't access unless you pay, but I feel there's enough free of charge. You don't really need to consider buying. The charts are really good, really functional, updates. There's also details. So you can see financials, which is very similar actually. I think, to be fair, this is the Revolut video that I posted this morning. This is pretty much where Revolut have got their inspiration from. Analyst ratings, analyst targets, historical data, who are the main shareholders, even options information, a company profile. So I just think this is really powerful, and I love the way I can store all of my stocks in separate portfolios. The only thing I would say is a downside, it can't handle the dividend aspect. So the fact that I'm receiving dividends through Revolut, I'm reinvesting those. They don't cost me in terms of new capital, whereas all I can really do in here is feed it. So I'll just quickly show you for Apple. If I click on the 1.94 shares, I can amend. All I can amend is my dollar cost average and my total number of shares. So it kind of understates my overall gain because it's not able to consider the fact that dividends reinvested aren't costing me anything. But to be honest, as long as I can keep those total values fairly accurate, the main reason I'm using this is to track how the stocks are moving on a daily basis. So yeah, I think it's a really useful tool. It's free of charge, which is great. It's really powerful, and there's a lot in here. So yeah, I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a solution to track multiple portfolios. So I hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you, and speak to you again soon.